The 7 definitions that I will clarify are the apostasy, the tribulation, the return of Jesus, the resurrection, the rapture, the wrath of God, and the final judgment. The first definition is the apostasy. It is predicted by St. Paul in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. He begins by mentioning that it precedes the Antichrist, the lawless one. For unless the apostasy comes first and the lawless one is revealed, 2 Thessalonians 2 chapter 3, he also indicates a causal relationship between the apostasy and the Antichrist. And then the lawless one will be revealed, the one whose coming springs from the power of Satan in every mighty deed and in signs and wonders that lie, and in every wicked deceit for those who are perishing because they have not accepted the love of truth so that they may be saved. Therefore, God is sending them a deceiving power so that they may believe the lie, that all who have not believed the truth but have approved wrongdoing may be condemned. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, 8-12. In other words, the deceptions of the lawless one will be God's judgment on those who have not accepted the love of truth so that they may be saved, and who have not believed the truth but have approved wrongdoing. Such persons will be so numerous throughout the world that St. Paul gives this phenomenon a name, the apostasy. The second definition is the tribulation. Once while Jesus sat on the Mount of Olives, he told his disciples about the coming destruction of Jerusalem and the end of history. During this explanation, now known as the Olivet Discourse, he spoke about a time of great tribulation. At that time there will be great tribulation, such as has not been seen since the beginning of the world until now, nor ever will be. And if those days had not been shortened, no one would be saved, but for the sake of the elect they will be shortened. Matthew 24, 21-22. The Apocalypse also speaks of this time. For example, in chapter 13, it says that the beast, which symbolizes the Antichrist, will make war against the saints. It was also allowed to wage war against the holy ones and conquer them. Apocalypse 13:7. And in chapter 17, it confirms that the saints will indeed be murdered during this time toward the end of history. I saw that the woman was drunk on the blood of the holy ones and on the blood of the witnesses to Jesus. Apocalypse 17:6. In short, the tribulation is the final and greatest persecution of Christians in history, the persecution of the Antichrist.